Greetings, passive ones. I knew you'd be back to learn what happens next. And with Lord Fear slowly but surely re-establishing his power base in the foul citadel of Goth, I must admit that I'm fairly curious to find out myself. Christmas is traditionally a time for games, even if certain players aren't renowned for sticking to the rules. But as with any game, a cast of the die can change the face of this one beyond all recognition. So let's cast it, and be on with it. Enter, stranger. Welcome, young lady. Your name, please.
Carina Watson.
Call your advisors to us, Carina.
Charlie, Brandon, Alastair.
Welcome. Who guides this dungeoneer?
Charlie Potts.
Brandon Cavill.
Alastair Burrows.
And where do you all come from, Carina?
Chichester in West Sussex.
Ah, a beautiful city indeed, and your challenge is accepted. Majida, do you think you can see your way clear to passing me the equipment?
You bet your beard I can. I can't wait to get in there and beat Lord Fear. Hey, Carina, you gonna smash his bony face in, huh?
Let's not put her under too much pressure, Majida. I'm sure our guests will do their best, and that's all anyone can ask of them. Now then, Carina, here is the helmet of justice, which blinds you to the way ahead. Here the knapsack for food to feed your life force. 2 objects may you carry at any one time, and remember, the only way is onwards. There is no turning back. Let me guide you for the first and last time. Turn now and prepare to brave the dungeon. Your quest is for the cup, and as it's begun, you'd better join it. Any second thoughts?
No?
Then face the dungeon door and step boldly forward.
Where am I?
You're on a pathway with low walls on either side and a pit in front of you. Across the pit there's a closed drawbridge.
A face has appeared on the drawbridge, Carrie. This is a door monster, team. It rejoices in the name of Dooris, although rejoice hardly seems appropriate. To open it will require truth, and the calling, of course. Majida, would you like to do the honors?
Well, if you like. Guys, what Carina must do is call out true and false, false and true, open up and let us through. Got it?
Yes.
Good, because he not let me tell you again.
Okay, Carrie, did you hear that?
What was it again?
True and false, false and true, open up and let us through.
Okay, got it. True and false, false and true, open up and let us through.
Oh dear, I hear. Red is a secondary colour. True or false?
Nah, that's a primary colour.
Say false, Carrie.
False.
Truth accepted. Polar bears are omnivorous. True or false?
All bears are omnivorous, aren't they?
I don't think so, Carrie. Pandas are herbivores.
It's not about pandas, though. It's about polar bears. They eat loads of meat, but do they eat plants as well?
There aren't any plants on the North Pole, are there?
They don't only live on the ice. There are plenty of plants in the other bits of the Arctic Circle, but do the bears eat them?
They definitely prefer eating meat.
Yeah, and I don't think I've seen polar bears eating plants on David Attenborough and stuff. Might as well go for false, Carrie.
Okay, false.
Falsehood. A Jacob is a sort of sheep. True or false?
I've got no clue, guys.
I've never heard of that.
Me neither.
Should we go for false then?
Might as well.
False.
Falsehood. Oh dear. Truth will out, and so will you.
Oh, phew, it's opening anyway. Of course, Jacob in the Bible was a sheep farmer, wasn't he? Spent all of their days in the fields with sheep.
Who did?
Jacob and Sons. I should have thought of that.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda, Brandon. I'm allowed to leave anyway, right?
Yeah, just walk forwards, Carrie.
That was pretty dodgesome, guys. I hope you can find your brains now.
Don't discourage them, Majida.
Where am I?
You're in a big room with windows. There's a table on your left with a magician standing behind it. It looks like he's doing some sort of experiment. There are lots of bottles with different coloured liquids in them, and there's a Bunsen burner under a tripod.
Sounds a bit dangerous.
Ah, so you've arrived, have you? Well, take a seat if you would, and keep quiet. One will be with you in a moment.
Ah, this is Hordriss' team. I hope you're not gonna blow Carina up.
Walk forwards, Carrie. When you see the stool, sit on it.
Okay.
Just a few moments more, and the desired effect will be realized. There. Now, let's get down to business. Your name is Carina, is it not?
Yeah.
Upon the path which you follow, Carina, you may just encounter a friend of mine. His name is Tobias, and he wears the distinctive robes of the Knights Hospitaller. That's a white cross on a black background, just in case you're not as learned as you should be. Now, this Tobias has recently shown one a remarkable dearth of respect. Coupled with the fact that he once tricked me into suspecting everyone I met of being a goblin in disguise for a brief period, I have decided that it's necessary to teach him the error of his ways with a little trick. You will take this bottle of liquid, and when you encounter Tobias, you will convince him that it contains 60-year-old Arabian whiskey. I know from past experience that he is incapable of turning down any chance to sample some Arabian whiskey, so he should succumb, if you are convincing. Agree to do this for me, Carina, and you will be well rewarded. Do we have a deal?
What should I say?
Well, it sounds a bit sneaky, doesn't it? I mean, we're not supposed to do, like, bad stuff.
I think we should do it. Then we'll get some help from Hordriss.
Yeah, just check he's not trying to poison this Tobias or anything like that.
You're not giving me poison or anything, are you?
As I said, this is just a little trick to teach my friend the error of his ways. The potion will not have any permanent effect. But Tobias must learn that if once he laughs at my expense, the last and loudest laugh will be on him.
I think you must choose now, Brandon.
Well, let's go for it then. Or are you still suspicious of him, Al?
A bit, yeah. But let's agree anyway.
Yeah, we'll definitely need his help later on.
Okay, I'll do it.
Splendid. Take the potion, then. Guard it well, and do not drop it. When you have completed your task, I shall keep my side of the agreement. Now, be on your way.
Okay, Carrie. Stand up and move around the stool. Now turn slightly to your right and walk forwards. Great.
Where am I?
You're at the top of a flight of steps in a big blue room. There's a table at the bottom of the steps, so walk down and see if you can see it.
There's also a weird transparent face on the wall to your right, Carrie. It seems to be talking to itself. Oh, watch that last step.
I can't see a table.
Turn slightly to your right and walk forwards. Have you got it now?
Yeah.
Can you tell us what's on there?
There's a quill pen in an ink pot, a bar of silver and a turkey leg.
Are you sure it's not a chicken leg?
It's bound to be a turkey leg at this time of year, isn't it? Put it in the bag anyway.
Listen, team. Present here is the Oracle of Confusion. To hear its words, Carina must close her eyes very tightly and raise the helmet of justice slightly above her head. But be warned, much that these things say is confusing and possibly meaningless.
Should we go for it?
Yeah, lift the helmet, Carrie.
Okay.
Better than a dream, hazy like a beautiful illusion. The best brains get the best lanes. For the honour of Grayskull, the pen is mightier than the sword, yet commerce is mightier than both. Choose fresh fruit, and your endeavours will bear fruit. The way out is also the way back. Good night out there, whatever you are, whatever you are.
On with the
Whatever you
helmet
are,
now, Carina.
whatever you
You'll
are.
learn nothing more.
Yeah, nothing more than the nothing they've learned already.
I wouldn't be so sure, Majida. So, what have we got? A quill pen and a bar of silver. I suppose we could just... Oh, we can only take one of them, of course, as we've already got the potion.
The pen is mightier than the sword, so we should take the quill.
There's no sword here for it to be mightier than.
Commerce is mightier than both. That might mean we need the silver.
Yeah, I think it must do. Take the silver, Carrie.
Okay.
Right, now turn 90 degrees to your left. To your right. Walk forwards.
Stop, Carrie. Sidestep right a bit. Now keep going forwards.
Where am I?
You're outside, Carrie. There's a house to the right of you, and a little way off there's some woods and a portal. There's a girl sitting by the house, fiddling with a box of something, so walk towards her.
Free Christmas cornucopia, miss. Take your pick. I've got dried fruit, fresh vegetables, games for the kiddies.
Fresh fruit. The Oracle said to choose fresh fruit.
Okay, I'll have a fresh fruit one, please.
There you are then.
What is it, Carrie?
It's a little basket with fruit in.
And it's shaped like a horn, yeah? It's not a cornucopia otherwise.
Yeah, I've got to hold it like it's an ice cream cone. Is this really free?
Of course, missy. Compliments of the season. I've got information for you too if you're paying. What can you give me for what I know?
Well, I've got some silver.
Silver? Ooh, I'll give you the password for that.
Shall I, guys?
Yeah, we'd better. She doesn't seem like someone who tries to con us with a password we don't need.
Okay, here's the silver.
Thank you. The password is nativity. Bye now.
Okay, Carrie, she's sorting out her box of basket things now. I guess she doesn't want to talk anymore.
Turn a bit to the left, Carrie, and walk forwards.
Where am I?
You're in a long red room with a door on your left and a white brick wall in front of you.
The wall's coming towards you, Carrie. It looks like a face is forming.
Treguard, what is this horrible monster?
It's called a blocker. I think you can see why.
Nativity.
Oh, well, that wasn't so bad.
Well done, Carrie.
Well, we've only just got it. Can I leave now?
Yes. Walk forwards a bit.
Stop and turn to your left. Okay, now forwards again.
Where am I?
You're in a blue room with 2 rocky walls and 1 brick wall. On the brick wall there's a door, and it says way out over the top.
That sounds suspicious.
Yes, it does. Maybe it leads out of the dungeon. We don't want to go out until we've finished our quest.
Yeah. And that oracle thing said that the way out is also the way back. And we definitely don't want to go back. It's against the rules.
But there aren't any other exits.
I know.
So where do we go?
I don't have a clue.
Oh! There's a little person, a fairy or something, I suppose, flying around the room.
Oh, that does smell nice. Delicious Christmas fruit, ripe and ready for eating. Hey, you, Dungeoneer! Are you the one responsible for that tantalizing aroma?
Well, it's coming from this fruit basket I've got, yeah.
Oh, lovely. Do you mind if Pixel flies into your basket and has a quick nibble then?
I suppose not.
Ask her for some help in return.
As long as you help me with my quest.
Okay. Pixel will help you. Pixie promise. What's your name then?
Carina Watson.
Okay, Carina. I'll just have some of your fruit. Then we'll see about your quest.
Oh, A guy and 2 goblins have just arrived.
Right. Gotcha. Skarkill's caught you, hasn't he, eh? Your little wanderings are over, my girl. Because for you, the game is up.
Oh no, Treguard! What can they do?
They can do nothing. Carina's little dinner guest, on the other hand...
Here, what's that nasty stink spoiling my fruit? I can't eat delicious Christmas fruit with the stench of raw sewage going up my nose. Who's making that terrible pong?
It's not me, it's some guy who wants to kill me.
What? Oh no, it's that horrible stinky goblin master.
Oh, God. It's that horrible little pixie. Look here, pixie. I've got no quarrel with you. Why don't you just let me take this prisoner with me? Then I'll leave you to enjoy your fruit.
Pixel can't do that, Beef Bunce. Pixel's made a pixie promise to help this dungeoneer. Besides, Pixel hates goblin masters. Nasty, great subhumans. So you can get out of here, you horrible stinkpot, or Pixel gives you another taste of her needle.
But I've got my job to do. Why can't you just let me get on with it? It's not fair.
Well, life's not fair, is it? Here, let me show you just how unfair it can be.
Ooh! Ow! Don't think this is the end of it, Dungeoneer. I know who you are, and where you're going. Ah!
He's running off, and so are the goblins.
There, that's better. Although, come to think of it, you're a bit of a stinkpot yourself, Carina. How about if you get on your way while I finish off this fruit?
We would if we could.
Yeah, tell her you don't know where to go.
I don't know where I'm supposed to go next.
Don't you? You must be very stupid then. This room is one of the gateways to level 2. There's a railway here that you can drop right down. Well, sometimes there is.
There's no well, Carrie.
This doesn't seem to be one of those times.
So it isn't. Well, never mind. Pixel can fix that. But you'll need to help me, Carina. Let's see if we can conjure up a well together. Here's a little chance to help us. Twist your ear. We'll do it then.
Go on, Carrie.
Okay. Ow!
And take a smell. Go on, sniff. Now reveal a dungeon well. There you go then. Get on your way now, so I can enjoy my fruit in peace.
They're giving those baskets out for free in Wolfenden, you know.
Are they now? Well then I'm going to get myself along there as soon as I finish this lot. Thanks, Carina. Good luck with your quest.
Thank you.
Okay, should we go now?
Energy levels are running low, team. You'd better do something about that before you make your descent to level 2.
Is there any food on the well?
I can't see any. How about we take a piece of fruit from the cornucopia? Pixel can't object to us having one, especially as Carrie's just told her where to find loads more.
Okay, I'll take some then. You don't mind if I take this, do you?
Fine. Just go away this very minute, Carina.
Okay, now turn slightly to your left. Walk forwards. Can you find the well?
Yes, here it is. I'll climb inside.
You'd better leave the potion on the rim.
No, we need that for our pact.
Yes, you can take the potion. That's a magic object.
Okay, I've still got it. Where am I?
You're in a dark passageway.
This is a dwarf tunnel, team, and it's not a safe place to linger. I suggest you get Carina on her way. Okay, Carrie, just walk forwards. That's it.
Oh, hang on, Carrie. Is there something by your left foot?
Yeah, I think so.
Bend down and pick it up.
What is it?
It's a stick.
Oh, I guess we don't need it then.
Oh my god, what's that?
It's a guy with a hood on.
Greetings, traveller.
Greetings.
I see from your accoutrements that you are a dungeoneer. What is your name,
Carina.
and the object of your quest?
The cup.
A noble quest indeed. I am Brother Strange, a proverbial monk. Proverbial in that I collect proverbs. If you can give me a new proverb for my collection, I shall give you some information regarding the path ahead. Does this arrangement suit you?
Yeah, okay. Guys, has anyone got a proverb?
Yeah, I have. Tell him, too many cooks spoil the broth.
Too many cooks spoil the broth.
I've got that one, Carina. Give me another one.
A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush?
A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush? Well, I've got that one too.
Oh, God's sake.
Okay, Carrie, I've got one I bet he hasn't heard before. Try, an ounce of good behaviour is worth a pound of repentance.
Okay, how about this? An ounce of good behaviour is worth a pound of repentance.
What was that? An ounce of good behaviour
Is worth a pound of repentance.
An ounce of good behaviour is worth a pound of repentance. Carina, that's wonderful! Very well then. I shall give you the rune lock combination for this level. Does this please you?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Very well. The order of calling is 1, 5, 2, 4, 3, 6. That's 1, 5, 2, 4, 3, 6. Have you got that?
Guys?
Got it, Carrie.
Yeah, I've got it.
Good. It will help you to avoid a most terrible death. Farewell, Carina, and good luck on your travels.
Yeah, bye.
Okay, Carrie, he's walked off now. Good one, Brandon, mate.
Yeah, I thought I was never going to get rid of him.
Please hurry on now, Carrie. Dwarvish tunnels are always crawling with monsters.
Okay, Carrie, walk forwards. There's a turning coming up on your right.
Good. Now keep walking.
Where am I?
You're in a small pink room with a very tall door on the wall in front of you. There's a table to your left, so turn that way and walk forwards.
Can you see it?
Yeah, there's a horn, some silver, some gold, and a spyglass.
Ah, now perhaps we will see what Lord Fear is up to, huh?
Perhaps so, Majida.
Okay, Carrie, lift the spyglass.
Put the potion down on the table for a bit. That's right. Ah, Lord Ness, you are awake. How are you feeling?
Stronger, Lissard. With each passing day, my strength increases. I'm even starting to feel that it's almost time to rekindle my magic fire.
Are you sure, Lord Ness? We mustn't try to run before we can walk. I advise you to employ a certain amount of cautiousness.
When I want your advice, Lissard, I'll ask for it. Still, perhaps you're right. Forget about the fire for now. Did Skarkill capture that dungeoneer I sent him after?
He did not, Lord Ness. I regret to report that Skarkill and his goblins are nursing their wounds at present. Pixie wounds, to be precise. I overheard an extremely engorged pixie in Wolfenden bragging about how she had just saved a smelly dungeoneer from an even smellier goblin master.
For someone who seems so pleased to see me, and so keen to work for me again, Skarkill has not acquitted himself very well. Still, that's nothing new. I don't want that dungeoneer getting through to Goth, Lissard. You must ensure that she meets a sticky end on level 2.
Lordness, it will be done. I shall send a band of goblins to intercept her. Ones that haven't been attacked by a pixie, of course. And I have already blocked off the mine shaft that currently runs to Goth from the 2nd level. Just in case the nasty little kidsy does manage to get that far. Before that, of course, there is the door monster to contend with. Or perhaps that strange mermaid creature will decide to eat her.
Well, I suppose that might be sufficient. Dragon's breath. If only I were back at my full power, then I could deal with the dungeoneer myself.
Lord Ness, you must not overexert yourself. Carina will meet a sticky end soon enough.
Okay, put it down now, Carrie.
Hey, Treguard, I think Lord Fear is not looking so well at the moment, huh?
Certainly he appears to be a lot less robust than we're used to seeing him. However, he seems determined to put a stop to Carina's quest, and the threat he represents should never be underestimated. Make your choice now, team, and be on your way.
So we've got gold, silver, and a horn to choose from. We've already used a bar of silver, so we probably won't need that again.
How about the gold? We might need to buy something even more expensive.
Didn't sound like gold or silver would be useful against any of the things that henchman talked about, though.
Yeah, I think the gold and silver are just greed, and we should take the horn for protection.
Me too.
Okay.
Fine.
Now sidestep to your right a bit, Carrie. Once more. Walk forwards.
Where am I?
You're on the edge of a ledge. On the wall opposite you, there's a drawbridge, like the one we had on level 1.
Yes, and like that drawbridge, this one requires truth to open it. But first, of course, you must remember the calling.
True or false? False or true? Open up and let us through.
Ah, we're perfect. Well, nearly.
This is Doorkis, team. Not quite as miserable as Dooris, but not exactly a bundle of japes either.
A face has come on the door now, Carrie.
Truth will open, truth will out. The first King Henry of England was a Plantagenet. True or false?
No, he was a Norman.
Are you sure about that, Charlie?
Yeah, totally. He was one of William the Conqueror's sons.
Okay, then go for false, Carrie.
False.
Truth accepted. The salamander is a reptile. True or false?
They're those big lizard things, aren't they? Didn't people used to believe they couldn't be hurt by fire?
Salamanders come out of the fires in the Harry Potter computer games, and they certainly look like lizards.
Well, lizards are definitely reptiles.
Okay, let's go for true then.
True.
Falsehood. The Tay is the longest river in Scotland. True or false?
Right, well, let's not rush into any decisions here. We'll need this one to get out, I think.
The Tay is definitely in Scotland. It's the one that Dundee and Perth are on.
Can we think of any other Scottish rivers that might be longer? The Clyde, maybe?
That's famous for running through Glasgow, but I have no idea how long it is.
I think we should go for this as true. I mean, we'll never think of one that we know is definitely longer, and we know the Tay is one of the big Scottish rivers, so...
Yeah, imagine if it rises in the Highlands somewhere, then comes all the way across to the east coast. You can't get much longer than that and still be in Scotland, so I think true is the one to go for.
I agree.
Okay then, boys, I'll trust you. True.
No truth accepted. Oh dear me. Truth will open, truth will out. Oh.
Hooray! Well done, guys!
Whoa, what a guess.
An educated guess.
Okay, Carrie, just start walking forwards in a straight line. Carry on.
Where am I?
You're inside a room that looks like it might be on a ship. Some of the floor's missing, so don't go to your left. There's water down there, and there's a mermaid on a rock.
You are on the Golden Galleon, Carina. It used to belong to Maldame, but now it belongs to this fish lady person. She very, how do you say, stand-upish, yes?
Hardly that, Majida. Team, this lady has proven useful to the quest.
Once.
And may do so again. Approach her with care.
Okay, Carrie, walk forward slowly.
There's something by your feet, I think.
It's a fish.
Take it, Dungeoneer, and welcome. It washed aboard some time ago, and it has been looking at me with its dead eyes ever since.
Okay, thanks.
In the knapsack then, Carrie.
Yeah, I am.
Well then, we had better proceed with the introductions. My name is Atargatis. What is yours?
Carina.
Are you a friend of the sea, Carina?
Yeah, I love the sea. I live near the Sussex coast and I go on holiday to Cornwall all the time.
What are you carrying?
A horn and a bottle of whiskey or something.
A bottle of something? It isn't oil, is it? If it is, then you are no friend of the sea.
No, it's, a drink.
Well, I suppose I might as well believe you, but you must still prove yourself if I am to give you aid. Let's see now. The Ross, the elephant, the grey, the leopard, and the crab-eater are all kinds of what?
Okay, so it's got to be some kind of animal.
Elephants and leopards are mammals.
That's not specific enough, though. And it's bound to be a sea creature, isn't it?
Can you ask her to repeat it, Carrie?
Can you repeat that, please?
Oh, well, if you wish. The Ross, the elephant, the grey, the leopard, and the crab-eater. What are they?
Oh, of course. Elephant seals are those seals with the big floppy noses. And there's the grey seal and the leopard seal.
Crab-eater makes sense. Seals eat fish.
Seal.
Truth accepted. Very well, Carina. I've a spell for you. It is called Sink. It is a very standard mermaid spell, and very useful, I think you'll find.
Great, thanks.
On your way now, and may good luck go with you.
Right then, walk forwards, Carrie.
And keep to the right.
Okay, you're nearly at the door, so take a little sidestep left.
Now forwards.
Where am I?
You're standing in front of a brick wall which has Jericho 6 written on it.
All we've got is the horn, Carrie, so you better try blowing it. Well, we've got the sink spell, I suppose.
That doesn't sound right for a brick wall, though, does it? And we can always try the horn again later if it's wrong. Blow it, Carrie. Okay, Carrie, the wall's gone. But now there are goblins coming towards you.
Do something then.
I think I should cast the spell.
Go on, Al.
Spellcasting. S-I-N-K.
Okay, Carrie. The goblins got sucked into the ground.
Good, I hope it's still safe to walk on.
I'm sure it's fine. There's a door in the far wall, Carrie, so just walk forwards.
Where am I?
You're in a forest, I think. There's a black door between 2 trees a little way in front of you, but there's a man with a big sword standing near it.
Ah, look! A white cross on a black background.
This must be Tobias, then.
Be careful, team. Tobias is nuttier than a cheesecake.
Hold it right there, you. Think you can slip past me, eh? Well, I know what you are. A goblin, that's it. Yes, a goblin in disguise as an adventurer. And a girl adventurer to boot. Oh yes, very cunning indeed. But you can't pull the wool over my eyes, goblin.
I'm not a goblin, actually.
That's what they all say, but hardly any of them can prove it. What have you got, then, to show your innocence?
We better go for the whiskey push, hadn't we?
Yeah, I don't see what else we can do.
I've got this bottle of 6-year-old Arabian whiskey. Would you like some?
Whiskey? Arabian whiskey? Ah, then you certainly can't be a goblin. If there's one thing I know about goblins, it's that they have no appreciation for fine drink. I myself, on the other hand, do.
He's coming towards you, Carrie.
Let him have the whiskey.
Ah, wonderful. Hey, now wait a minute. Are you sure this is Arabian whiskey? I've never seen it sold in a bottle like this before.
Oh, it's just a new style of packaging.
Ah, that explains it. But it's very green for whiskey.
That's because they've added a new flavour enhancer to make it taste even more,
Arabian.
Arabian.
Dear, oh dear, I wish they wouldn't always change the recipe of these things. Why do the manufacturers think their products are so popular? Because they already taste very nice. Oh well, I suppose I shouldn't jump to conclusions. Maybe I won't even notice the difference. Now, let's see here.
He's going for it.
Ah! Oh, that was...
What's happened to him?
He's turned into a hyena.
Yes. It looks as though Tobias might have the last laugh after all, though not in the way he would have hoped. Onwards now, team. He might turn nasty once he realises what's happened to him.
What, you mean when he look in a mirror and see he's a hyena?
Yes, or when he suddenly starts developing an insatiable hunger for 3-day-old zebra flesh.
Okay, Carrie, just walk forwards.
Where am I?
You're in a cave. There's a rail track in one corner with a minecart sitting on it. It looks like there's an entrance to a tunnel of some sort, but it's covered with square stone slabs.
Ah, the rune lock puzzle. This is a strange place to find it, yes?
Well, it may be unfamiliar, but I suppose it's no stranger than many things in the dungeon. As I'm sure you realise, boys, Carina will need to get down that mine shaft if she's going to reach level 3, but it looks like you have a lot of work to do before that can happen.
Yeah, you've got to really want it.
We do want it.
Okay, so if this is the rune lock puzzle, we'd better use that combination that the monk gave us. Call out the numbers in this order, Carrie. 1, 5, 2, 4, 3, 6.
Okay, 1, 5, 2, 4, 3, 6.
Right, when that got rid of the slabs, there's still something blocking the entrance, though. It looks a bit like a flashing spider's web.
Ah, 'twas ever thus, team. A weak force field guards the mining tunnel, and none may pass through it on foot. Your only hope is to travel by rail. But how can you start? I don't think any of us has a clue.
Tarum Tara! Hello, hello! It's bold Sir Hugh to rescue you!
Ah, it's Sir Hugh. Maybe he will push Carina down the mine shaft, huh?
Seeing as he's under a compulsion to go around rescuing people, he might take some persuading to push a young girl down a dark hole, Majida.
Right, yes, absolutely capital. You stay over there, Neddy, eat some grass, if you can find any, of course. Hello there, young lady. I am the bold Sir Hugh, and I'm delighted to make your acquaintance. Tell me your name, if you'd be so kind.
I'm Carina Watson, a dungeoneer on the quest for the cup.
Ah, then it's lucky we ran into each other, Carina. It's not really a suitable activity for girls, is it? Questing, I mean. But fortunately for you, you don't have to do it anymore, because I'm here to rescue you. How does that sound, eh?
Sounds really sexist.
Tell him you don't want to be rescued, Carrie.
I don't need you to rescue me, thank you very much.
What? No rescuing? You're not making any sense. You're delirious. Your brain must have been addled by all this adventuring business. Well, we'll soon put a stop to that.
Harry, tell him he can rescue you by pushing you down the mine shaft.
If you really want to rescue me, you can push me down the mine to level 3.
Eh? What? I knew it! The girl's mad!
No, I'm serious. I need to get to level 3 to be rescued. You can give me a push.
What? You mean just push you?
No, in the minecart, obviously.
In the minecart? That really doesn't sound very safe, Carina.
Honestly, it's fine. I'm a dungeoneer and I'm specially trained and equipped for this sort of thing. If you want to rescue me, this is what I need you to do.
Well, if you insist. It would be most churlish of me to refuse a request from a lady, I suppose. All right, then. I'll help you into the cart.
Great job, Carrie.
There you go, then. Just get your leg over. That's it. Are you quite comfortable?
Yes, thanks.
Very well. I suppose we'd better get started. If you're sure this is what you really want, Carina.
Yes, I'm sure.
Here we go, then. Good luck and all that. Bye.
Bye.
Yes, the cart's moving, Harry.
I know, I can tell.
Oh, wow! This is pretty spectacular, Treguard.
Yes, Just hold on tight and keep your head down, Carrie. The rest of you better tell her what's going on.
You're racing down the gold mine really fast.
We can see lumps of golden stuff on the floor.
Hey! She is going much too fast now, Treguard!
Indeed she is, so she'd better brace herself for a crash. The end of the tunnel's coming up and the cart just won't slow down.
Ah, we made it to God. And look, Carina seems to be right as snow, thank goodness.
Where am I?
You're in a funny room with metal walls. There's a table about 2 meters away from you, so if you can stand up...
Yeah, I'm absolutely fine.
Great. Walk forwards then and tell us what's on the table.
Okay, there's a spyglass, a scroll, a bottle, white cloth, a silver wand, and a small Christmas pudding.
Put that in your knapsack to start with.
Okay.
Oh, it's him again.
Greetings, Carina. You kept the bargain, and you were most convincing. I offer you my congratulations. As I promised, Tobias has suffered no lasting ill effects from the Arabian whiskey, although I'm sure he'll think twice before trying to make a fool out of Hordriss the Confuser again. And now for your reward. I gift you a small spell called Douse. That's Douse with a U, not Douse with a W. It may serve you well, but serve you only once. And hopefully, in doing so, it will serve the rest of us well also. Good luck to you, Carina. Farewell.
Thanks, Hordriss.
Okay, let's take a look at these objects then. We can choose 2 this time, so we'd better be as careful as we can about it.
Read the scroll, Carrie.
Welcome to level 3. The wand is called Backfire. Shop carefully.
Backfire? That doesn't sound too good.
Yeah, it might destroy us or something if we use it.
Lift the spyglass, Carrie.
Okay.
So, despite all your assurances, Carina is in level 3.
It seems so, Lordness. I must apologize for my ineptness.
Well, at least it proves that your devious plans are as foolproof as they ever were. Around here, Lissard, everything changes but you.
Thank you, Lordness.
As usual, it looks like I'm the one who's going to have to deal with things. And now that I'm back for good, I intend to do just that. There can be no more delay, Lissard. Relight my fire.
Lordness, have a little patience. Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure, that's why I told you to do it. Find some suitable out-of-the-way chamber somewhere in Goth and rekindle my magic fire, so that my power may spread and grow throughout the dungeon once again.
I shall, Lordness. I must tell you how gratifying it is to see you almost back to your old self. The speediness of your recovery recently has been quite remarkable.
It has, hasn't it? Could it be magic, Lissard? Or maybe it's the thrill of having a dungeoneer to chastise again. Now, be on your way. And if you should happen to cross paths with the dungeoneer, you know what to do, don't you?
Squash her, Lordness.
Yes, immediately and mercilessly. Now, be gone. I have business with a dragon. Greetings, dear lady. I trust I find you well.
Spare me your pleasantries, Fia. What do you want?
To make you an offer, Mona. You can't have failed to notice that I've been re-establishing my power base here in Goth. Neither have I failed to notice you, and how much power you possess. Imagine what we could do if we joined forces.
You mean if I became your servant?
No, not at all. It's partnership I'm offering you, not servitude.
Perhaps so, for now. But I know what you're like, Fia, and now you will know what I'm like. I am no one's creature. I do as I please for my own reasons. You may be a dab hand with techno-magic, but I am skilled in magic older than your pitiful brain could ever hope to comprehend. I know that you have experienced at first hand what it is like to be squashed by a dragon. Pray that you are never forced to repeat the experience.
I never pray, Mona. And you might like to remember that the dragon which fell on me was dead.
But not by your hand, Fia, and nor shall I ever be.
Yes, well, if you don't want to team up, would you consider just killing one small dungeoneer for me? It only takes a minute, after all. Her name is Carina, and she's in Goth at this very moment.
If I do decide to kill this Carina, it will not be for you. It will be for me, because I wish to do it.
That suits me just as well.
I am profoundly glad to hear it. Goodbye.
Okay, put it down.
Well, I don't think there was anything in there to help us with the objects.
But plenty to remember for later, I hope you notice.
Yeah, we did. But for now, are we just going to leave the wand and take the other two things?
Yeah, I think we should. We don't want to use something that's going to backfire on us.
What else is there again, Carrie, apart from the wand?
White cloth and a bottle.
Is there a label on the bottle?
Yes, it says fearsome.
Fearsome? Well, I suppose that'll make us brave or something.
Yeah, take the bottle and the cloth, Carina.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, there's a door on the far wall, so turn slightly left. Walk forwards. Sidestep to your left a bit. And keep going forwards.
Where am I?
You're travelling along a conveyor belt.
Oh no, it's the corridor of blades!
Not necessarily, Majida. It could just be... Oh, it is the corridor of blades.
Run to your left, Kerry. Now.
Jesus!
Right. Left. Right. Left. Stay there.
Stay here.
Yeah. Move to the other side. Stay.
Oh, phew, I think they finished.
Thank God. Well done, Charlie.
Yeah, you saved our skin, dude.
Oh, it was nothing.
Sidestep right, Carrie. And again.
Where am I?
You're in a blue room with a wizard sitting at a table.
Hey, that's Merlin. What he up to this time?
Oh, don't come in. We do get a lot of visitors, as you can't imagine. Don't sit down. I'll be with you after some considerable time. Ah, that's what he's up to this time. Keep your wits about you now, team. You're sure to need them.
I can see a chair. Do I sit down or not?
Go for it and see what happens.
Okay.
Now, I suppose you don't want to know where you are. But of course that's impossible, because even if you thought you knew, you'd be wrong. This is not the Chamber of Opposite Extraction, and I am not the Guardian. Several years from now, I'm going to ask you more than 3 questions. If you get the answers wrong, I will of course be able to reward you with magic. Here then is my final question. What is the name of the lowest mountain in England?
What the actual hell?
Ah, I see what he's doing. Yeah, it's very clever, I'm sure. You just reverse the idea of the question, guys, and then you see if you can answer it.
All right, Majida, that's enough from you.
Mountain? What's the opposite of a mountain?
A sea trench?
I think lowest is the word we need to reverse. So it would be the highest mountain.
Oh, right. That'd be Ben Nevis then.
Yeah.
Say Ben Nevis, Carrie.
Ben Nevis.
The sheriff of which city is said to be the greatest friend and ally of Robin Hood?
Ah, that's gotta be Nottingham. Robin Hood's worst enemy, the Sheriff of Nottingham.
Yeah.
Nottingham.
What is the positive square root of 169.
We don't know if we're getting these right or not.
Oh, we must be. Positive square root, so that's negative square root. We should say minus 14.
Are you sure?
He said positive, and the opposite is negative. Minus 14. Yeah, that'd be right.
Minus 14.
The spell Creep is now yours. Stay as long as you like, won't you?
Okay, Carrie. Stand up.
Has he given us a spell?
Yeah, Creep.
Move around the stall and turn to your right slightly. Walk forwards.
Where am I?
You're in a sewer, I think. There's a lot of disgusting green water with a rowing boat bobbing about on it.
Yuck! It is the sewers of God. I do not like this place, Treguard.
I doubt that anyone actually likes it, Majida.
Oh, someone's just arrived.
Well. What incredible fortuitousness. You must be Carina.
Yeah, who are you?
I am Lissard, right-hand man, if indeed you can call me a man, to Lord Fear. And now I shall carry out his wishes.
Do something, team!
Open the fearsome bottle.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, you've changed into Lord Fear, Carrie.
What is going on here? I feel most peculiar. I can't quite remember. Your lordness! What are you doing outside the Black Tower? You are not yet back to full health, remember?
You better answer him, Carrie.
Okay, I told you earlier that I'm perfectly alright, didn't I? Stop fussing over me like a mother hen.
Apologies, lordness. I'm sure you know best. I have done as you commanded. Your magic fire took some rekindling, but now it's flaring up like billy-o.
Oh, right. Good, well done.
Is there anything else I can do for you, lordness?
How about rowing us through the sewers?
Yeah, ask him, Carrie. Or tell him, I suppose.
I need you to take me through the sewers in the boat.
Certainly, lordness. Here, you get in first. That's right. And I'll just climb over you a bit, there.
Get a move on, Lissard.
At once, lordness. Here we go.
Okay, you're moving through the sewers now.
It's been far too long since we've done this, lordness. It's a shame we haven't got a picnic.
Shut up, Lissard.
Yes, lordness.
Okay, Carrie. You're coming up to a landing stage now.
Here we are, lordness. Just let me give you a hand as you disembark. That's it. It really has been an honor for me to... Oh dear. I'm starting to experience feelings of extreme strangeness again. I'm starting to think that maybe I shouldn't be helping you at all. That perhaps you're not really Lord Fear. And I seem to be momentarily distracted and wondering whether I should have helped you.
Oh God, he's coming out of it. Run forwards, Carrie.
Where am I?
You're in a blue room with a door just in front of you, and there's fire over the door, and there's a statue, and you don't look like Lord Fear anymore.
I do not like this place. Lord Fear's fire is here, and that statue is giving me a very bad feeling. Why do his eyes flash like that?
She's right, team. This heathen idol has what they call the evil eye. While it continues to look on you, extreme energy drain is occurring. You must do something before it drains Carina's life force completely.
Can we just leave?
No, the fire's stopping us.
Ugh, those eyes!
Throw the cloth over its head.
Where is it?
Left a bit, Carrie, then forwards.
Okay, got it.
Phew! Few and far between. Good thinking, Brandon. That thing was giving me duck pimples.
Yes, and it was giving Carina something very much worse. Well done, team. Now, one obstacle has been dealt with, but another remains.
Okay, so we need to douse that fire. I'll cast the spell, yeah?
Yeah, go for it, Al.
Spellcasting. D-O-U-S-E.
Excellent work, team. That should set back Lord Fear's plans a bit.
So now we can leave.
I would, Charlie. These plays give me the heebie-see-beebies.
Take a step to your right, Carrie, and walk forwards.
Where am I?
You're in a dark blue room with a pit and another one of those doors, so you'll have to say that calling again.
Okay. True or false, false or true, open up and let us through.
Right, now the face has appeared. Well done, team. No hesitation there. This one is called Dooreen.
Truth will out, and so will you. Hemoglobin is found in the white blood cells. True or false?
No, it's the red blood cells.
Are you sure, Carrie?
Yeah, pretty sure.
She's right, Brandon. I remember that from biology. It's definitely red.
Okay, Carrie, go for false.
False.
Truth accepted. The USA borders Brazil. True or false?
False.
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 Truth accepted. A saddleback is a sort of horse. True or false?
Well, that sounds a bit weird.
A saddleback is a kind of pig, isn't it?
But the one about a Jacob sheep turned out to be true.
Yeah, but this isn't that one. I think Charlie's right. It's a pig. It's black with a pink ring round its back.
Didn't you ever read Saddlebottom by Dick King-Smith? That's about a saddleback pig with a saddle in an embarrassing place.
Okay, then go for false, Carrie.
False.
Truth accepted. Oh dear, oh dear. Truth will out, and so will you. Huh, I thought level 3 was supposed to be difficult.
Take a step to the right, Carrie. Okay, now walk forwards.
Where am I?
You're in a yellow room which is full of treasure, and there's a purple dragon sitting on it. On the treasure, I mean.
It's the one we saw in the spyglass. Mona.
So, Dungeoneer, you've arrived at last. Now I suppose you want my cup.
You've got the cup.
Of course I have. It's treasure, and everyone knows the dragons like treasure. If you want to take any of it, you'll have to give me something in return. The last Dungeoneer I met gave me a bracelet. What do you have?
Guys, what should I do?
If you don't have anything, then you'd better leave, hadn't you?
There's nowhere to go, Carrie.
Shall I tell her?
Tell me what?
Well, I can't go back, and anyway, I need the cup.
It's my cup. I grow tired of you, and if you won't give me anything, and you won't leave, just give me a moment to brew up a really big fireball. Well, what else can you do but wait? As you say, you can't go back. Oh no! Treguard, is there nothing they can do?
Quick, Al, cast the creep spell.
Spellcasting. C-R-E-E-P.
Nothing's happening. Team, the good news is that the creep spell is for dragon charming. The bad news, however, is that you don't have the creep spell. Ooh, nasty. What a shame, boys, but I'm afraid we've lost you.
In the same room as the cup. That is hard to swallow, Treguard.
But swallow it we must, so... spellcasting. DISMISS. Goodbye then, Carina, Charlie, Brandon, and Alastair. Strange, because it wasn't the opposition that confused you, merely the opposites. The rolling hills of Sussex await you just over that rise, and there's no hidden meaning there. Farewell, and Merry Christmas.
Treguard, you say the opposites confused them, but that is not quite true. They had the right idea, but they made silly mistakes on 2 of the questions.
Yes, mistakes they may well not have made if they didn't have to worry about reversing what was said to them. But then, who can say for certain?
No person.
Indeed. Ah, Merlin! What can we do for you? There's no winning team to congratulate, if that's what you're after. I was beginning to think I might be called upon for trophy duty, I must admit. But they didn't quite make it. What a shame.
But Merlin, it was all your fault that they lost.
Well, perhaps. And perhaps not. It rather depends on how you look at things, doesn't it? But despite their lack of final success, and whatever their shortcomings, Carina and the boys deserve a lot of credit for extinguishing Lord Fear's fire and putting the kibosh on his comeback.
But he will try again, yes?
Possibly. But all it will take to stop him is one more brave adventurer who's prepared to stand up to him. And if he is stopped again, and again, and again, well, perhaps he will never return. It's really Hordriss we have to thank for suppressing Lord Fear, and not for the first time. I wonder which was more important to him, getting his own back on Tobias, or giving Carina the magic she needed to neutralize Lord Fear's power. Who knows, Treguard? He's always been something of an enigma. Still, you're quite right. Hordriss is clearly not keen on seeing Lord Fear return to prominence in the dungeon, and I think we can safely suppose that he will continue to do all he can to keep the Dark One at bay in the future.
But what will we do, Treguard? Just carry on sending Dungeoneers to face the Nightmare Challenge until the end of time? Will we never give up? Ever?
Well, that's not up to us, Majida. It's up to them. Yes, passive ones, I mean you. Surely you know by now that nothing can happen here, nothing has ever happened here, without you around to make it happen. The power of Knightmare is inside each and every one of you. There it is, and there it will always be. So perhaps, in truth, you've never really been passive ones at all. Farewell then, not-so-passive ones. Thank you for joining us, and, more importantly, for allowing us to join you.